waiting until you do a revote for the people, by the people, and of the people, now!
It's a moment from the Buncombe County Board of Education meeting that has now been seen more than 2 million times on Twitter. And many of you first saw on News 13 last night. Now that the board has a plan for mask requirements, we're looking more at the impacts.
So far, not much has been said about the mandate and how it will affect extracurriculars like athletic programs. News 13's Hannah McKenzie has more on how 2 local districts plan to navigate that.
Spiking COVID numbers means a new mandatory mask mandate for unvaccinated staff and students in Buncombe County Schools. That includes student athletes. Well, some of them.
Volleyball is the only sport that is being affected by the mask mandate. All other sports in the fall are played outside.
This is Lori Ledford, the varsity volleyball head coach at A.C. Reynolds High School.
Last Friday, I got the email saying we would have to wear a mask. Then the second email I got was saying that we would have to watch out for heat-related illnesses. Well, you guys know that our gyms are not air conditioned, so our gyms get very hot.
Ledford pleading the school board Thursday to reconsider their mask policy for her athletes.
When they are exerting themselves, they can't, they just can't breathe with a mask on their face.
Right now, the policy states coaches and participants in indoor sports must wear masks during practices. During intense practice activities and athletic contests, they do have the option to lower their masks. Jackson County Public Schools taking a slightly different approach for their indoor athletics policy. Athletes will only be required to mask up when they're not actively participating, says Superintendent Dr. Dana Ayers.
When a volleyball or a basketball player is playing on the court, they will not be masked. However, when they return to the bench, will be returning to putting on their mask.
In Asheville, Hannah McKenzie, News 13.
Those people can't take jobs at notable places with great reputations because those places aren't paying enough to live in the community.
The Asheville metro area has the 7th largest renter's wage gap in the U.S., according to a new study from Smartest Dollar. News 13's Hannah McKenzie caught up with several people who say it's nearly impossible to find an affordable apartment.
The renter wage gap is the gap between a renter's actual wage versus what they need to make in order to afford a 1-bedroom rental, similar to these apartments on Bleachery Boulevard. The Asheville rental market is tight.
A lot of the listings that I see online are already gone, and so I'm just wasting my time.
Dimitri Ichnu says he's made about 35 calls to landlords within the last month, all unsuccessful. When he does get a bite, he gets denied.
The places that I have found, they didn't let me in 2 places because my income wasn't over $3,500 a month. Yet the rent was $1,500.
That's the renter wage gap. Here in Asheville, according to Smartest Dollar, $21.58 is how much you'd need to make hourly to afford rent on a 1-bedroom home. The actual estimated hourly wage in our area, just $11.34.
The people who are living day to day, who are providing our services in this community that we need to survive, those people can't survive here.
Financial representative Bethia Owens says with rental prices climbing faster than wages, it's a slippery slope.
The majority of people in this community are one mistake away from being homeless.
Smartest Dollar reporting the median cost for a 1-bedroom rental in Asheville is over $1,100 a month.
If you're expecting tenants to always pay on time and to never have issues, then it's a little naive.
Landlord Rodrigo Afanador rents out 25 properties around the area. Mobile homes, he says, are the way to bridge the renter wage gap.
Mobile homes are going to rent, $600 to $1,200, $1,300. And, if you're in that range, it's going to fit more budgets than a house that rents from, say, $1,000 to $2,000. I think that if we, are able to open our perspective up there a little bit, we'll find a lot of good solutions in that arena.
For more information on the renter wage gap, you can head to our website, WLOS.com.
And the numbers go up and up and up every day, every week, every month.
Nearly 700 children enter foster care every day across the country. And as those numbers grow, the number of available foster families doesn't always keep up. News 13's Andrew James has more on the need for local foster families and how you can help.
And all you want is the best for them. So we just want more folks doing the best for them.
It's hard for Kristen Dunn to not get emotional when she thinks about children in the foster system. She and her husband Shane have been fostering since 2015.
We've had 18-month babies, a 6-month baby, and we've had 3 long-term placements that were 13 and up.
The Dunns say around 30 kids have stayed with them during their time fostering, sometimes for just a day, other times for several months.
But we like to tell children the minute that they walk in our door that they're our family, even if they're just here for a day.
The Dunns tell me it has been a challenge, but one they're happy they took on. And while they don't always see the impact they're having immediately,
we still have one that was in our house that reaches out to Kristen semi-regularly.
They ask me a lot of mom questions.
I cannot express enough how big the need is.
Alex Williams with Fostering Hopes NC says Western North Carolina is in need of more foster families. In Buncombe County, around 350 children are in the foster system. In Henderson County, it's around 180 children. Williams says when there are no local foster families available, kids may bounce from home to home, stay in hotels, and even be moved to other parts of the state.
Foster care is the biggest root cause for so many of these broader social hot button topic issues that we talk about.
According to Fostering Hopes NC, 50% of all homeless adults spent time in foster care. Williams says issues like incarceration and substance abuse are often connected to children who aged out of the foster system with little support, underscoring the need for local foster families.
So when you're saying, well, I'm not a perfect parent, well, if you've got a spare bedroom, which is all that we have, and you've got sheets on that bed, you really can make an impact on a child's life.
Andrew James, News 13.